Hi there, in this video I will introduce to you our country, Philippines, and our company, SM Development Corporation. Find out how real estate industry affects the society locally and abroad. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop a comment below. According to The Economist, the Philippines is ranked 6th among emerging economies around the world in terms of economic, fiscal, and financial management, and this has been echoed by the unchanged ratings of agencies like S&P, R&I, Fitch, and Moody's. This past February, S&P upgraded the Philippines' outlook to BBB+ rating, or one notch below A, and Japanese-based R&I upgraded the country's credit rating by a notch to BBB+, from BBB, just a step away from the minimum score within the government's targeted scale A. Moody's has also kept its credit rating of Baa2, one notch above minimum investment grade, and its outlook on the Philippines in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic and resulting lockdowns. Fitch's credit rating for the country was last reported at BBB, with stable outlook. This simply means that the Philippines has the confidence of the international community, which will go a long way in helping country finance its COVID-19 response measures. The same confidence will also help the Philippines attract investments and create more jobs. The gross international reserves, GIR, as of March this year are good for close to 8 months of imports and is 5.3 times of the Philippines' external short-term debt. As of March 2020, our reserves stand at $88.99 billion. 26th country with the highest reserves, surpassing Denmark, Australia, and even Canada. Looking forward, it's estimated that the Philippines' foreign exchange reserves will grow to around $96 billion in 2021 and $100.5 billion in 2022, according to our econometric models. For example, government will pass 3 economic liberalization bills to jumpstart our economy. 1. Provide tax incentives to all firms, soften CIT from 30% to 25%. 2. To attract new investors, offer tailor-fit tax incentives. 3. For countryside investors, targeted and time-bound tax incentives to support the program of the government. Philippine debt to GDP ratio is smallest in the region, country reserves are at an all-time high. Conservative economic policies and the pursuit of economic reforms. Rice tariffication will keep inflation stable. Government to restart and accelerate Build program. Administration to focus on reviving manufacturing of products with strong, inelastic demand, food production and logistics. According to the ADB, the economic growth of the Philippines is projected to fall to 2.0% in 2020 before a strong recovery of its GDP to 6.5% in 2021. One of the highest in Southeast Asia and the world. Public investment and a rebound in private consumption will be the main drivers of the economic recovery. Public construction growth is expected to be strong with key public infrastructure projects underway. In 2023, because of the growing middle class in the Philippines, the IMF has projected that the Philippines will become the 25th largest economy in the world in terms of purchasing power parity, and will surpass the Netherlands. In 2025, according to research done by Google, Temasek, and Bain & Company, the Philippine internet economy will become a $25 billion industry, and will be one of the largest in C. In 2030, our economy will grow to $1 trillion, and our population will be at 128 million. And it's expected that because we will be in the midst of the demographic sweet spot of the country, there will be more young people in the workforce earning and spending money. In 2050, in a PwC and HSBC report predicted that the Philippines will be an economic powerhouse in 2050, and will be the 19th largest economy in the world. The Build program is part of the 10-point socio-economic agenda of the current administration, which aims to reduce poverty from 21.6% in 2015 to 13% up to 15% by 2022. The program lists 100 flagship high-impact projects that are envisioned to increase the productive capacity of the economy, create jobs, increase incomes, and strengthen the investment climate leading to sustained inclusive growth, thus uplift the lives of Filipinos and anyone who decides to reside in the Philippines. 100 flagship projects, which include 6 airports, 9 railways, 3 bus rapid transits, various roads and bridges, and 4 seaports that will help bring down the costs of production, improve rural incomes, encourage countryside investments, make the movement of goods and people more efficient, and create more jobs. This will introduce more than 17,500 jobs. Projects that have been completed or have already started. Bohol to Panglao International Airport, NLEX Harbor Link, Laguna Lake Highway, LRT2 Extension, BGC to Ortigas Center Road Link, Central Luzon Link Expressway, Cavite to Lagoon Expressway, Clark Airport Expansion, Metro Manila Subway. It is projected by the government that all 38 projects will be done by 2022. Last 2019, OFW personal remittances reached a record high of $33.5 billion, 3.9% higher than the $32.2 billion recorded in 2018. The estimate is that 30% of that goes to investment in real estate. Remittances usually fuel personal consumption, helping sustain a steady economic growth. The amount of money sent home by overseas Filipinos usually account for 10% of gross domestic product, GDP. The Philippines has a very large, young, educated, English-speaking working population. Average age in the Philippines is at 23 years old. In comparison, the average age in China is 38. Japan is 48. Vietnam is 33. This means you'll have a population that is spending, and will be working for years to come, and is the potential market for housing developments. One of the industries benefiting for this strong workforce is the business process outsourcing, which also known as BPO industry. The BPO sector reported a 5.1% growth in 2018, which grew faster than the average global market growth of 3% to 4% in 2018. The Philippine BPO and KPO industry is about 10 to 15% of the global market share, and is about 9% of the Philippines' GDP. The industry aims to increase employment to 1.8 million, and its contribution to the Philippine economy to $40 billion by 2022. The Thailand Services Globalization 2019 Index ranked the Philippines, 5th on its list of top 50 digital nations, and the city of Manila, 2nd on its list of top 100 super cities. Completing that list of cities are Cebu City is 12, and Davao City is 95, thus making the Philippines an ideal place for the BPO and KPO industry. A good indicator of appetite for expansion of the BPO and KPO industry is the net take-up of office space, 480,000 square meter in the third quarter of 2018. The Philippines is entering a demographic sweet spot, with working-age Filipinos expected to rise to 67% by 2045. Among its Asian neighbors, property prices in the Philippines remain very competitive. Additionally, according to Colliers International, a research and consulting company, rental yields in the Philippines remain attractive, and demand for condominiums is fueled by the following. Number 1, very competitive rental returns. Number 2, growing middle class, and a significant number of foreign workers looking for living spaces near their work. And number 3, emergence of other cities leading to growing prosperity. As we now know about the potential growth of the Philippines from current and future GDP. Now, let's talk about the SM Group of Company. SM Investments Corporation, also known as SMIC, is in the best position to take advantage of the booming Philippine economy. SMIC is a leading Philippine company that has invested in market-leading businesses in retail, banking and property. It also invests in ventures that can capture high-growth opportunities in the emerging Philippine economy. In just 5.5 decades, SM has become one of the largest market-capitalized companies listed on the Philippine Stock Exchange, a testament to its ability to deliver steady high earnings and asset growth, sound financial management, long-term sustainability, and a comprehensive development program for its host communities that creates value for all its stakeholders. It is the largest Philippine conglomerate, and is first Philippine conglomerate to breach 1 trillion peso mark in market capitalization. Not only is SM a driver of the Philippine economy, but is a catalyst for development in the communities the company serves. Its strong governance and prudent financial management has contributed to its success, and has earned SMIC a place in the list of Forbes Global Best Regarded Companies for 2019. The scale and synergies among the businesses of SMIC provide a strong financial base that will serve as a key strength in competing in the different industries, and especially in real estate. The SM Group has a strong culture of leadership and excellence. SM Retail is leading the Philippine retail industry with various formats. SM Retail has over 2,328 stores, ranging from large and complete department stores, to supermarkets, to convenience stores, and even specialty stores. In the banking industry, BDO is the largest Philippine bank in total resources, while China Bank is ranked 6th, both with a total of 2,014 branches all over the Philippines. SM Prime is the leading Philippine property developer of large-scale mixed-use lifestyle cities anchored on world-class malls. In its business portfolio, SM Prime has 74 malls in Philippines and 7 in China, more than 50 residential projects, 7 office buildings, 6 hotels, 4 convention centers and 3 trade halls. SM Prime is the largest property developer in terms of market capitalization. SM Prime is equivalent to the combined market capitalization of the second to fifth real estate companies in the Philippines. SM Prime is the first Philippine property company to breach the 1 trillion peso mark in market capitalization. The largest property developer in Southeast Asia by market capitalization. Developer of large-scale, integrated lifestyle cities anchored on world-class malls. A prime example of a large-scale mixed-use lifestyle city is the Mall of Asia complex, a 60-hectare fully integrated district wherein SM Prime displays the full range of its property business portfolio. SMDC is the SM Prime's residential property arm. It has a strong retail heritage and it has significant land bank in key locations not just in Metro Manila, but across the Philippines, and most of these properties will be developed into residential projects to serve the housing backlog. SMDC commits itself to provide access to luxurious urban living through vertical villages perfectly integrated with a commercial retail environment, giving its residents access to a truly cosmopolitan lifestyle. This commitment has driven SMDC to launch over 48 projects, sell over 160,000 units and deliver over 60,000 units to happy homeowners. What is the secret or winning formula? It is all about convenience. The vision of our SMDC chairman, Henry C. Jr. I want the Philippines to be a nation of homeowners. I want everybody to be affluent so we will have a better life, primarily with a roof on our heads and a good, clean environment to live in. The environment plays a big role in your present and future because it shapes you, is what he said. Currently, there is a housing shortfall in the Philippines of 6 million units. In 2019, SMDC sold about 24,000 units. The objective of the organization is to develop more well-planned, beautiful, world-class communities to address the housing backlog. SMDC's winning business plan, making aspirational communities more affordable to many Filipinos. SMDC develops homes that attract customers looking for conveniently located, aspirational, yet affordable homes. Our customer focus helped us develop a business model that aims to deliver the fastest in the sector. The secret to our success, we call it, SMDC's 5 key success factors. Number 1. SMDC projects are always in prime locations with superior accessibility, with a transport hub within the complex. All developments situated along major thoroughfares, located near malls, within or very near central business districts and school hubs. Number 2. The residential projects are integrated within mall complexes, or are built to have its own commercial area. This provides access to daily conveniences, and a wide selection of entertainment and dining options. Number 3. The condominiums are fitted with hotel-like lobbies, giving a grand welcome every day to residents and their guests. Number 4. SMDC always provides resort-styled amenities designed to give utmost relaxation to residents. Number 5. Very importantly, a professional property management is on hand to provide a hassle-free and convenient GPMC. The property manager is organized to satisfy the specialized requirements of large-scope residential developments to address the very aspiration of every homeowner, that results in the enhancement of his property's value that ensures that investments appreciate through time, and lasts for generations. As a testament to our commitment of building world-class developments, SMDC won several awards in 2019, given by the most prestigious property publications and consultants including Lamuti, Property Guru, and Dot Property. SMDC actually won a total of 33 awards last year. Our projects were even recognized in the international real estate community, having also won awards in Japan and Bangkok. Even our residential project in Chengdu, China,